What's up, guys? Today I'm out in the pouring rain doing a little gear testing. I've got the 3F UL ultralight backpack I'm testing out. Biggest thing is I want to see how waterproof it is. I got it from AliExpress. They say it's waterproof. I'm not sure if it really is or not, so that's why I'm here finding out. Kind of goes along with the principle of test your gear out before you actually get out in the backcountry, because I want to know now if I need to seam seal it or put a coating on it or dry bag inside so my gear doesn't get wet. So right now I'm running about a 13-14 pound trail weight. I got a sleeping bag tent, some sleeping pads, just some random stuff. Good thunder. I hope it pours down really heavy because I really want to test this thing out. So I'll keep you posted as I go along, and thanks for sticking with me. And it's just going to be a preview video. It's just kind of me testing out, going over it, and then after I get a couple trips, which I've got 2 trips coming up in the next 2 weeks that I'm going to be going on. First one's just going to be an overnighter with my daughter. Second one's going to be 4 days up at Pictured Rocks. So after that point, I'll give a full review. This is kind of my preliminary, my thoughts on it. So unfortunately the rain stopped, so I'm just going to keep on going anyway. And there's a couple deer. As I was just saying, the rain stopped, but I'm going to keep on going. I just want to see how this thing carries and everything. If you're familiar with this pack, maybe you do or don't know this, but it is a frameless pack, and it's kind of made to insert like a foam sleeping pad in between your back and the pack. There's some straps for it, and you use that as the frame. I'm carrying it without anything right now. It's actually pretty comfortable. I put sleeping bags in the bottom, so it is squish, giving some squish to my lumbar region, which is where most of the weight's pushing right now anyway. So for me, that's more than enough. I don't have my full trail weight on right now. It's just like a test run, but as of now, it's actually it's pretty comfortable. So I'll keep you posted, and I hope it starts pouring pretty soon. Well, thankfully it started raining again. You can see way down there. It looks like it's coming down. So all right, so I went about 3.5 miles out. I'm headed back. Yeah, it's lightly sprinkling right now. It's been kind of on and off. Sprinkling's been steady, but nothing super heavy again. I'm hoping it picks up at least one more time on the way through. So far so good. Hardly can tell I'm wearing the pack. It's that comfortable, but I don't want to render a verdict just yet until I've got my full load out and give it a couple days on trail and just see how everything holds up. So I'm gonna head back, and then if anything pops up, I'll keep up with you. All right, the rain all but stopped for the last 2 miles. Just coming up to the trailhead here, and truck's right where I left it. Let's head back to the house, and then we'll see if content stayed dry. Here I am back in the basement. We got the pack right here. Just give you a quick overview of it here. The first thing I want to look at is I put a camp towel in the hip pocket. Maybe slightly damp, not too bad. And just to show you about how high it is there, and then how much more room we've got if we unroll the whole thing, just with what I've got in here. All right, first things first. Yeah. It shows up on camera now. It is wet here. The whole front of it's actually wet. That was just sitting on this side. All right, now this was on the very front here. That also is wet. The tent was on, pressed up against this side. You can see the That did get some water through, not too bad. I could just take that and dry it out pretty easily. The whole top of the sleeping bag is wet. Now this is just my Army patrol bag. Synthetic. I don't really care too much if this gets wet. This is on the very bottom. I've got, you can see all the water. Actually, the whole thing is pretty well covered. Now, I normally carry my bag in a waterproof stuff sack, so not a big deal. For most of my stuff is in waterproof dry bags and stuff. So if you're one of those, if you do like I do, you should be okay. Otherwise, if you don't, you're gonna want a pack liner. I'm gonna turn this inside out. Yeah, the whole bottom. The whole inside of this is wet, so whether or not it's the material leaking or it's the seams, I couldn't tell you, but it's definitely not a waterproof pack. Alright, so like I said, this is just a preview video, just a preliminary. I'll give my full review once the whole thing's done. So according to Gaia GPS, I did 6.9 miles with it. Like I said, preliminary testing, found it to be pretty comfortable, so I was happy with that part of it. The only questionable part for me is just going to be how waterproof it is. I'm probably going to end up getting a big dry sack just to be on the safe side, or I'll just use the garbage bag trick like everybody else does. So if you enjoyed what you saw, please stick around for the actual review once I've used it a little bit. If you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Click the little bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get notified of future videos. And thank you guys for watching.